Hello and welcome to another Man About a Dog movie podcast, or MAaDMoviePod, the official podcast of worldgeeklynews.com. That was really hard to do.
This week.
I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to go back.
Till next week.
Yeah, we'll just get better.
Yeah.
We'll just get better at it. We're back at the cinema, waiting for the film to start. So we're going to get through a fair bit of news.
Yeah, 18 minutes worth.
18 minutes precisely. I've got the ticket already, so we don't have to mess around in there.
We just have 30 minutes of
To
adverts.
be honest, we could probably do about 45 minutes in here and still beat the film
by
coming
10.
on. Yeah. All right. Do you want some DC news?
Yes, I always want DC news because I like to be disappointed.
Well, this might disappoint
Completely.
you.
That's what DC stands for.
Oh, that's not nice. I'm wearing my Superman top.
I know. I'm disappointed completely.
Actually, you know what? I read something today, and it was an article. I can't remember what it was. Something, one of the like Movie Web or something like that. It was like why DC should
Give up.
no, why they should redo Henry Cavill's contract, because he's kind of the
epitome.
well, he's Superman, isn't he? And he's kind of like the Robert Downey Jr. That's what the article was saying, that he kicked it all off. Well, not really.
He's not my Superman.
I think
I'm a lot older than you.
he's what? So what? You?
I'm still
George Reeve.
Yeah, close. Christopher.
Well, no, he was brilliant. Was Christopher Reeve, and it's hard. He is a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
But
all you have to do to put you off him is watch Superman 4.
Well,
and it just puts you off it completely.
But I've mentioned it so many times before. It's the
sign of the times.
No, the scene in Man of Steel where Henry Cavill's face merges with Christopher Reeve, and it gives me all tingles, because it's like, yeah, we can't beat that, but we have to try.
We're taking the spirit of Christopher Reeve and building on it.
Well, hopefully they need to do that.
I mean, if Christopher Reeve was still alive, he'd make it a lot bloody better.
Yeah, but well, the thing is, the problem with that Superman, he was too overpowered. Whereas I think Cavill's Superman, he does get injured, and it does take him. Yeah, he does. Well, in Man of Steel, he does. When he's holding up the oil rig, and then he falls into the sea, and he needs time before he can come out.
He needs sunshine.
He does need sunshine, but
I mean, the only reason he got hurt, the only reason he's suddenly been vulnerable to the trident of Aquaman is to try and make Aquaman look better, and you know that's the truth. I mean, what was his last power? That sunburst, was it the last one he got?
That was in New 52. I don't think he's got that anymore.
What?
But I mean, anyway, I'm moving on because this isn't the news. But I think I commented on it, and I was like, yeah, we need to set up a hashtag. Make Man of Steel 2, because everything that they're doing, loads of other things, like a lot of Bat Family stuff, and they're just leaving Man of Steel to be kind of like
to rust.
Yeah.
I'll throw them out and just see if you catch them.
I'm catching them. I'm ignoring them. Serious podcast now.
Right.
We've got people riding on us.
Have we? Oh, that makes it even worse.
I know. I know. It used to be a bit of fun, but now it's like...
Then we're coming out twice a week.
Yeah, twice a week. That's great, isn't it? Right. The news that I was going to talk about was Ben Affleck has gone back into rehab for alcohol abuse, and potentially... I know this has been on the cards for a while, but because of this, he might not.
Well, it's always been the fact that they weren't going. I think that maybe it was stories of his drinking was the problem. I mean, maybe that's the reason that they had looked for a younger person or someone else. Yeah, but I mean, because I'm sure before he does that, he has to do a lot, and he has to be pushed into a certain place. Yeah, and so does the studio.
Yeah, well, it looked like that
they had invested quite a lot in him. Yeah,
and in Batman v Superman, he looked good. He looked like he'd really worked hard for it. But then in Justice League, I think it's because of the reshoots, he looked like he was wearing a body like suit where it showed. Yeah, it looked like he had abs and stuff like that. So,
Well, the alcohol doesn't help, does it?
No. No. But I think, it's...
Is it because George Clooney sold his tequila place?
Maybe.
He had to go in because he had to start paying for his own bloody tequila from then on.
What the Batman?
Yeah,
the Batman get a
tequila.
discount.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're making me look good. That's what George said. So here's some tequila.
Maybe George will come back.
Yeah, oh Christ.
Just imagine it.
Yeah. Come back as Albert.
Oh God. Yeah. All right. So let's slide over a bit. But Oscar Isaac, you know who that is?
Yes, he's the pilot out of the Star Wars. But he's also the one who was. Yeah, I was going to say he was also out of the. He was Apocalypse in the X-Men.
Yes.
And he was also in that one where he was...
You're the better one. Sorry.
Yeah, the AI.
Oh, yeah.
Which was excellent. I really enjoyed that.
Still need...
With Tomb Raider.
Yeah. And General Hux. Mm-hmm. I know about it. I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
It's very good.
I know. I just haven't got... I had it recorded on my TV for ages, but not on my DVD player. No. But I actually...
So if I've got it on your DVD player.
I actually mentioned that in a comment somewhere today. I was like, I'll have to watch it on my DVD player or something like that. So it's becoming a thing. Yeah. No, but he's been in talks with Warner for an undisclosed role in Matt Reeves' The Batman. Do you reckon, because he's young enough, do you reckon he could make a good Bruce Wayne? Joker? But then again,
two main characters. I mean, the thing, but I don't think he probably could do it because he's that good. He come thin enough. I do think Joker's got to be thin, almost elongated.
You reckon he'd go for Joker?
Which one would you rather be?
Well, yeah,
you'd rather be Superman.
Superman, yeah, but I've dressed up as Joker many times.
Yeah,
because
and Two-Face, that was a great Halloween party.
That was a great one, wasn't it?
That was a great Halloween party. I still have nightmares.
Yeah, and that was from the other side.
Let's put it this way: he looked like Two-Face. He'd burnt his own suit. He'd done his face, everything. He looked superb. I turned up in a tie and a cricket bat, and I was Shaun of the Dead.
You were, yeah. You had red on you,
and everybody knew me. I was like, yeah, Shaun of the Dead.
It was good, wasn't it?
So that's the easiest one to do if you want to do a Halloween party.
Yeah,
cricket bat, it is. Yeah, cricket bat, white shirt, and I put name badge.
Put the tie around your head.
Yeah, put a tie around your head. I said, let's go to the pub.
You fell asleep.
What's new? I always fall asleep.
Oh no! I know. When I peeled that stuff off my face, my right side felt really. It wasn't my left side. One of the sides of my face, which had all the stuff on, felt really fresh, like it had been like all the pores had been cleaned.
Oh yeah. Wow! You've been doing it on both sides this year.
So do you reckon he's? I reckon they want him in for Batman. Yeah, I think that's what they want because high off Star Wars. I don't know, but
so I do. I mean, Batman. I mean, I still think going back to Henry Cavill, I still think he's too short. I think he's 6'2". I think he's 6'2", something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the body's perfect, but he's not tall enough. I think. But again, it's who you match him up with and the role you put him in. If you make all the entries into doors and the doorways 6'6" rather than 7 foot, then you're going to look tall.
Well, they also made. I think Zack Snyder said that he wants Superman to look up to Batman.
Yeah,
and that's why Affleck is taller than Cavill. So they didn't do anything to change that.
So he was just wanting Superman to look up to Batman.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, Superman should always look up to Batman.
Whatever. It should be the other way around, and that's how it did work out in the end. Even though that, what I thought as well. You know how the Ant-Man joke at the end with the criminals being truth seer and saying everything. That was almost like the end of Justice League when Wonder Woman had her lasso of truth around the criminals. But the Ant-Man did it better.
Yeah, and funnier.
It was funnier, yeah. Because
but I mean, they set up the joke ages ago.
They did, yeah.
The joke was, I mean, that.
But then again, they did it in Justice League with Aquaman sitting on it.
Yeah.
So,
but it wasn't as funny.
No, it wasn't.
So it's not done as well.
No, it wasn't done as well.
So Aquaman and DC, as usual, are second to Marvel. Even the jokes that they do, Marvel improve on.
Yeah.
But I mean, should we say that Stan Lee's been nicking most of the ideas from DC for the last 40 years anyway?
Right, well, good on
No.
him. Good on him. He's made his money.
Yeah,
And then he went back.
he's in enough movies.
Yeah.
He's in that many movies, he's probably going to start catching Samuel L. Jackson with the amount of money he's made in each movie.
Yeah.
If you actually look at him, because Samuel Jackson's like $4 billion or something like that he's made with all the movies. If Stan Lee's in every movie,
A little bit of
he
return.
must have made.
He gets producer credit as well.
No, I'm just saying because there is a thing on iMod Mod Pro. You know, when you're looking at for all the basics, the stuff and all that, and it tells you who's made the most. It used to be always Han Solo, you know, which who was the biggest guy until Samuel L. Jackson came in, because of all the Star Wars and Indiana Jones and everything else. Well, he was the biggest ever grossing star. I bet Stan Lee's up there now.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
What? How many Marvel films have there been that he's been in?
Well, more than 20.
He's in every one.
More than 20.
Yeah, he's in every one of them.
He's in Spider-Man. And all
So
that.
we talk about the two Marvel.
Was he in Daredevil?
Well, it's only, I don't know if he was in Daredevil because
Well,
that
that's
wasn't
what I mean.
Marvel, was it?
Well, it's still Marvel.
But he only started doing the Marvel Studio started doing them, wasn't it? Like, from
Yeah.
Iron Man onwards, he started doing it.
No, it was in Spider-Man as well.
Was he?
Yeah, he was in X-Men.
So
X-Men 3, I know he was in because he was watering his. Because I think he's in it with his wife as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Was that X-Men?
X-Men 3, yeah.
Was that Apocalypse you're talking about? Or are you talking
No,
about
X-Men 3.
I remember him watering plants.
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's
remember it was that.
X-Men 3 Last Stand. Yeah. So he's in that. So it's.
I'll need to rewatch them. I need to rewatch them.
Well, maybe we'll do it for the podcast.
Do you know what I was watching tonight?
No.
Fantastic Four, the last version, the really, really bad one.
Yeah. The one where Elastigirl.
Billy Elliot is playing.
Yeah.
Billy Elliot's playing Ben Grimm.
Where her hair changes from scene to scene because she's wearing a wig in one of them.
It's such a honestly, it's like you could tell people. I think they were doing that to annoy Marvel. I really do, just to annoy them.
Just so they couldn't get it
Look,
back.
we've got me.
Yeah.
I'm going to ruin it for you so you can't ever use it.
Who's going to have the last laugh? Who has the last laugh? Because we already have established.
Have they still stopped the Fantastic Four comic?
No, they brought it back. They brought them back.
They had
now.
to stop it though, didn't they?
Yeah.
So that they.
Well, they were pushing Inhumans to take over from. Oh no, it was X-Men though, wasn't it?
No, Inhumans was their way of doing because they couldn't. X-Men are mutants.
Yeah, because they.
But Fantastic Four, they stopped the comic because the whole thing was they had control of the movies while the comics were being made.
Yeah.
So they stopped the comics. So I don't know if they've got them back now.
Well, they'll be getting them back in the merger
When they buy
anyway,
Fox,
when they get Fox. Just like they get the mutants, and they've already started establishing the mutants in. Yeah. Ooh,
If you've read the latest
World
release,
Geekly News, there is an article on there about the potential theory from
both the time vortex and the mutant.
Time vortex, and mutant. Well, we discussed it in the last episode. So.
I'm not denying it. I read it. I thought it was quite informative. I thought it was. I appreciated what it was, and honestly, I was feeling tired, so it just put me straight to sleep.
Thank you.
I didn't. I read it, and I actually quoted it to a gentleman today when I was working.
Yeah.
And he believed everything you said.
Brilliant.
I didn't give you a mention. I said it was all my stuff. Unless if it's not true, then I'll mention your name.
Just point them
if
towards
it's true, I'll just say I did.
The website. And
I told what you like.
And the Facebook channel. Anyway.
Back to news.
Back to news. So, have you heard of the Joker movie?
Yes, you've said
this is separate from the Matt Reeves Batman film.
Yeah.
And well,
if Suicide Squad 2.
If we were doing what's the other one? Birds of Prey.
Is that with the girls, Harley Quinn and all that? Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. There's so many. If we were doing this a few days ago, I'd be saying to you that Alec Baldwin is going to be playing Thomas Wayne in that film.
I'd be quite happy with that.
But
is it the Owl or is it the?
Because we're doing just Thomas Wayne. Right. Well, we don't know any other news, but anyway, because we're recording this today, he's not doing it. He's either
Steven doing it?
Stepped away because of Steve. Adam.
Yeah.
Because of scheduling conflicts.
What's he actually got that you'd actually want?
Well, the thing is, he did this in 1989 as well. He turned down Batman
for Val Kilmer.
No, for Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton took it, and then he regretted that, and then he ended up doing The Shadow Do you remember?
Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed that with Genghis Khan.
Yeah, and the flying dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
The power of illusion.
It's a long time, yeah. Power of illusion. And the face mask looked like putty.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, if you talk to me, because I like, there was other Panther. What was the Panther? The one that Billy, what'd you call him? The one with he's got the skull and he's what lives in the jungle and he's...
Oh, the Phantom.
The Phantom. I quite enjoyed that as well, to be honest.
That was, I remember, I can remember like a chase sequence when he's on a horse or something.
Yeah, but he's going through the jungle on a horse chasing the Land Rover.
Yeah, it's...
But he just seen Indiana Jones and he couldn't
was
put
that?
It was
Billy Zane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great before he lost his hair, and it just... I mean, he was great with a wig, but I mean, he was a perfect leading man.
Yeah. You know what I liked him in?
Kelly Brook's film. That one when he's on the beach, they're all having... Oh, is that a different film?
No, but I might have to look at it.
It was his girlfriend at the time.
Oh, yeah. No, it was the film...
The Beach.
The Beach?
No, that was another one called The Beach or something, or The Island or something.
Right. No, it was the Tales from the Crypt. I know it because I had it recorded. It's like Demon something or other. Damn it! I thought I'd know it. Rubbish. It's got Adam... No, not Adam.
You're going to say Adam Baldwin again?
No. William Sadler in the villain from Die Hard 2.
Right.
And he is a guardian of this of Jesus's blood, and all these demons are after it.
Why don't you just say who William Sadler really is? How everybody will know who he is. Don't say the bad at Die Hard 2. Say what everybody knows him as.
My mind's gone blank.
Death at a Bill and Ted.
Oh, Death at a Bill and Ted 2, yeah! Oh, yeah! You forget, because he's bald and you can't tell.
He's been Melvin.
That's 230! I want to watch them again. Before the third one comes out, we're going to have to go through them all. So.
Christ.
Oh, brilliant, yeah. Oh, and I still can't remember that bloody film. Anyway, he was good in that. Let's move on.
This is so far been 17 minutes for the first thing you're talking about. We're supposed to be 18 minutes of news. It's just 17 minutes about one thing.
We've done 3 things. We've done, Oscar Isaac.
It's sort of merged.
Ben Affleck. Well, it's all DC news, isn't it? And it's not on purpose, not because. Anyway, Hans Zimmer is back to score Wonder Woman 1984, and I'm glad because Justice League was frigging ruined because of Elfman.
So, I mean, some people know how to do a score for a film like that.
Yeah.
And if you want the best, get the best.
It was odd because after Batman v Superman came out, he said he's not doing superhero movies anymore. And it was like... It was kind of like he was being blamed or...
Yeah. Maybe he was being accused for the over...
Yeah.
The over.
I remember some of the critics for Man of Steel was like, there's too many drums in this. I don't mind that. It was good. I love that soundtrack. I think it's brilliant.
I mean, I've actually got on my phone the Isle of Dogs soundtrack. Yeah. That's all drums.
Right.
Because I'm weird.
And no, you're not weird. I've got loads of soundtracks on my phone.
Have you got Isle of Dogs?
No, I haven't seen Isle of Dogs yet. I need to see it to be emotionally involved with the music.
You need.
I will see it. I will. I get there in the end.
You can watch it with your kids. Your kids will cry.
Will they? Yeah. Oh, do we want that?
Yeah, that's the best part.
What if they don't cry? We'll have to get them checked out.
Yeah. Then get them a cat because they're weird.
They've got a cat.
Yeah, they're probably like Superman.
No, they don't. They hate Superman.
Get in.
It's really annoying.
Taught these kids well.
All right, we're gonna quickly move through this news. Do you know who Brendan Fraser is?
Yes, he was George.
And also in the Good Mummy film.
Yeah. And the Bad Mummy film.
And yeah, that was.
And the other really bad Mummy film.
You know what? I'll argue that the second one was alright to a point.
Yeah.
Like Indiana Jones 4 that doesn't exist. Yeah. It was alright to a point.
It was not. You've got good, you've got not good, and you've got really not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But he is going to be playing Robot Man in the Doom Patrol series for the DC streaming service.
We've talked about this. I mean, that I'm worried with that. It's going to be all filler and no killer. I mean, the adverts for the Justice League, Teen Titans
one,
look superb. I mean, and what he said to Batman which is obviously he meant it for Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was obviously drunk in a corner and said something to go away. But I mean, it's like Tomorrow. You know the Witch Clock Tomorrow. That's got Rory out of it, I barely watched the first 5 episodes of the first series.
I was the same. I think it's supposed to have got better.
It couldn't get much worse.
Well, there's another like team up or group episodes coming up. Did you watch the Crisis on Earth X series?
No.
I haven't followed any of the series, but watching them, they were really quite good because they had like bad Supergirl and all from Earth X, and that was good. And there was something that stood out for this next team up. Superman's going to be in it.
Honestly, if this wasn't on a podcast, you'd see my face.
Hey, we'll have to record a podcast.
What about Superman?
The first one was filmed.
Superman 2, yeah, brilliant. General Zod, yeah, fabulous. Okay. Brilliant. Perfect fight scene with the Destroyer Town. That was the peak.
Did you watch the Supergirl episode with Superman in?
Yes.
He was alright, wasn't he?
I enjoyed the Superman pilot. The Supergirl pilot. I thought it was the best thing ever. I wanted to watch it. I thought it was superb. I watched the first episode of the series. I went, this is pants.
Oh, no, that's the first series, though. That was when CBS was...
You see that from... It's the first series. If it doesn't grab me by the testicles in the first 5 minutes, you're not going to watch it. I mean, we've got so much stuff to watch at the moment.
Yeah.
Netflix
I agree.
is throwing out stuff at you.
But we haven't got that. We haven't watched any of the... Well, I'm really behind with the Marvel stuff on Netflix.
I'm not watching any Netflix. I'm watching, like I've told you before, like Monkey from Australia, or what you call it, Monkey from South Korea. And
so many monkeys.
Yeah, iZombie, which is just turned pants as well.
Is it? Right, because my wife sent out a message on Facebook asking for TV shows, and we off the back of that, we've watched quite a few, and iZombie came up, and I was thinking of starting to get into that because
the premise was decent, but then you're thinking it's the same thing every time.
But they do. That's what happens. Look at Lost. Lost started off amazing.
No, I'd never watched Lost.
Have you not?
I never watched it because I knew it was going to be pants from the beginning.
Just skip
the whole 4th series or whatever it is.
The 4th. I can't remember.
Like
maybe halfway.
It's like Dexter. The first 2 series superb. After that,
no. The one with John Lithgow was the best. No, that was great. That one with the Trinity.
But John Lithgow's a brilliant baddie, though.
He was excellent.
John Lithgow has always been a good baddie.
Yeah, Santa Claus the movie.
Yeah.
You're making me say
Oh, there's that and there's Witch Cult as well. Have you watched the Dads? You know,
yes.
I mean, I loved it.
I like that.
Mel Gibson was just being,
who comes across as quite scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to cross him.
No. And John Lithgow just wants to give him a hug.
Yeah.
But he was meant to play a real bad baddie. Who was he meant to play? Was it the Joker he was meant to play, John Lithgow?
Was he?
I'm sure he was, what'd you call it, rumoured to be the Joker at some point. I think he'd have been a brilliant Joker.
I don't know, maybe. He has got some good acting chops on him.
He can do his evil well.
Let's move away from DC news.
Thank God.
We've only got a couple left.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has been postponed because they can't find a director.
They need a director.
And a lot of people are suggesting that it might not get made at all, but I think it will. And I think
they'll say that they're looking at things. What's getting them on it at the moment? Is there too much? Is it getting too expensive, that cast, that ensemble cast?
Well, they already teamed up and signed a sort of well worded letter about the James Gunn stuff. And Dave Bautista, who plays Drax, has been completely open about how much he is angry with Disney and Marvel.
Is he like he's been his own character of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Potentially, yeah. And I think he did then save it by saying, "Oh, I will do my contracted."
I was.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not happy though. But I don't know. Because there's a lot of stuff like Avengers 4. That's wrapped, is it? filming. I'm not
I'm not sure because I know it's coming out May 19th.
A lot of it's been done. Mm-hmm. So these characters are still going to be put, unless they do some massive changes.
Is
where
Batista dead?
He turned to dust, so no, he'll be coming back. But I just
at the moment in our film life, he's dead.
But he's not, because again, as we said in the last podcast, looking back at Infinity War, how good it was at the time, it is still just another Marvel. I want to say
precipice.
Kind of dick tease, really.
Well, is it to be honest? How when we were watching Flash Gordon, right? When we were 5 or 6, you probably don't even remember it. The original black and white ones, right?
My dad said that he used to be scared of
fine. Well,
Ming.
the fact is that it would be Flash Gordon is hung over a pit, and you can see him let his hand go, and he's going to fall, and you see him falling, and the week after he catches himself and he climbs back up. But you think for the whole week he's dead. He can't do it. He cannot win. There's no way ever. Or he just stuck his hand out and caught something. Or he's in a fire-breathing pit. Or there's some monster that's bit him, and he stepped to the side.
I know, but
and he just ranked it up. It's just the same thing.
But right, even Gamora, who was killed before the snap, she's coming back.
But is Loki?
Loki's not. Because he's outlived his welcome.
But you also said that the Loki would be something to do with the Soul Stone, didn't you, or Gamora?
The idea is Gamora's in the Soul Stone or something along those lines. But like, Loki is going to be back in Avengers 4. But then after that...
Flashback?
Well, no, time travel.
Yeah.
From the quantum realm.
Oh.
Alright, so... I want Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 to happen. I prefer...
Who wouldn't? I mean, honestly, there's no but one person who said a negative thing about it.
But I'm glad they're not rushing, I suppose. Yeah. Because they need someone to give their own...
Grab it by the throat and shake it until...
Because they can't just emulate what James Gunn would have done.
The problem with that is if you try and repeat the same jokes all the time, it becomes stale.
Well, yeah, I agree.
But to be honest, I mean, the best part about the film was the two of them arguing, like me and you.
Yeah.
We know which one you are. I'm Star-Lord.
You can be Star-Lord. Yeah. He was hated after
You can be Rabbit.
It's fine. Just remember, if you lose an eye, I'm coming for it. Right.
Why are you talking like that?
Talking like what?
This is what I always talk.
Have you got Star Wars news? You brought this up tonight, so I'll let you lead it.
No, it was just the fact is that Matt Smith's swapping his sonic screwdriver, possibly for a lightsaber. He's been...
Oh, that would be interesting.
But he's been given a role, again, it's secretive, you don't know what it is, but he's joining the Star Wars canon.
He's English, so he's going to be a baddie.
So he's going to be a baddie, yeah.
A baddie or a Jedi.
Yeah.
A baddie or Kenobi's great-grandson.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Or it could be Kenobi as a youngster if you do flashbacks.
But why not just get Ewan McGregor?
No. Money?
Yeah.
Matt Smith's desperate for something.
Well, yeah.
I mean, as I
how many franchises has he tried to start up?
Patient Zero, I mean, how many did he try to kill? I mean, Terminator, Doctor Who. Patient Zero is decent in, but he's got a really bad American accent. I hope he's not trying to put American accent.
Well, yeah, that's that. But then again, team him up with Adrian Edmondson from The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
You said something like
bottom in space.
Yeah. Matt Smith playing Rick Mail's role.
Oh Christ, I would love that.
That would be actually really good.
That's a film I'd go and watch.
We should recreate that.
Bottom space.
That's great. Also, Dominic Monaghan.
Oh, the quantum realm or bottom space, what you want to call it.
He's joined Star Wars 9 as well.
But do we think he's a baddie?
He's English, isn't he?
Oh, I thought he was Scottish.
No. The other one's Scottish. Dominic Monaghan's he's in Manchester.
Is he?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's lost.
If he's from England, he's a baddie.
Yeah, Billy Boyd is the Scottish guy. Pippin. So, I don't know. It could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah. It could be a droid. I mean, you never know. I mean, the last female droid was the best part of the last...
in Solo.
Yeah.
Who is now part of... Oh. I hate that film.
What, Solo?
Yeah.
It's out on your DVD next week.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, 2 weeks on... a week on Tuesday it comes out on your...
My DVD player is amazing.
Your DVD player will probably get it next Saturday. We might get the Korean version this Saturday, but I mean, it comes out officially on a week on Tuesday.
All right.
From my Amazon account.
I think we've done half an hour on the
18 minutes.
on the 18-minute news. We should really go see this film because it starts at 9, supposedly.
I've been told that we're all Muppets for going to see it.
We're all Muppets for going to see it, so you know what we're going to see. Happytime Murders.
I pray to God it's going to be like Roger, Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That's what I thought!
But it's not. I'm scared it's going to be pants.
A bad version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I think it's going to be a bad version of Sesame Street, to be honest. I'm trying to think that last film. I think it could be worse than Solo. In fact, for Melissa McCarthy, I think this could be worse than Ghostbusters.
But I didn't mind Ghostbusters.
I think they're trying too hard.
I think they're trying
in
too
Ghostbusters,
hard.
It should just flow. It's just it seemed almost set up all the time. This window's open, by the way, so we need to.
Oh yeah. Oh well, right. Well, we'll see you after the film. Yeah. Well, we won't see you. You'll hear us.
Mm-hmm. If he talks about DC again, my face will be tripping. Just so you know.
I've got a great Superman t-shirt on there. And we're back after 2 hours watching the Happytime Murders. Let's talk about it.
Well, we just said the best joke was a 25-year-old joke, didn't we?
Yeah. We'll do a little bit non-spoilers.
How can you not spoil it?
I know. Well, we'll try.
A poor man's Lethal Weapon.
Pretty much, yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit out of the laughs?
Well, you said that before we went in. It could have been like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and there were like he plays the main character is a puppet, and he's a private detective.
It's like a B-movie detective movie.
Yeah,
it would never ever have gotten anywhere if it hadn't been for the puppets.
No, yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? It's like Brian Henson is the director, and he's done like loads of different things. That's how they advertised the trailer, wasn't it? Yeah. It's like Muppets Christmas Carol, and
No
all
Sesame, All Street.
Yeah, and it's just a basic story, and it's like he's had 30 years.
Yeah.
Playing this kid-friendly stuff, and he just wants to let loose.
Yeah.
And that's what we get. And
it's very adult.
Yeah, very. What's the story?
It's like I'm watching the Rockford Files.
Yeah.
It's basically a Jim Rockford femme fatale. They throw every joke they think they can throw in.
Yeah.
Everything you thought about a puppet.
Yeah.
And what would happen if they did this, and what would happen if they did that.
Yeah.
Like if they dyed their hair, or if they were
put
puppet parts on a human.
So it's basically just a crime film.
It's a buddy movie.
Yeah, buddy cop movie, and
there's been a murder.
Yeah, there's been murders, and it's puppets who are being murdered, and you've got to find out who it is.
You've got to get from A to B.
Yeah.
And that's as far as it goes.
And the comedy element comes from the two mismatched partners who used to be partners. One's human, played by Melissa McCarthy, and the other is a puppet who I didn't recognise the voice.
Bill Barretta, his name was, but I don't know who he is.
No, I don't. I
think I've heard the voice before.
Yeah, I thought it was the guy from Criminal Minds and Princess Bride. I can't remember.
Carol Ellis.
No, the guy.
The Prince?
Yeah, no, who played the "You Killed My Father"?
Oh, that's not
but his voice.
It did actually remind me to talk about that. Who played the part? It did remind me of Alien Nation.
Yeah,
it was the buddy movie, or that sort of thing, and yeah,
there was a lot of like elements of. Racism and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot.
Instead of using the word black, they used the word blue.
Blue, yeah.
I think they've nicked a lot of the ideas from Bright as well. I mean, the buddy moved with that as well.
There was the captain. He was quite a stereotypical 80s police captain, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was like Kojak's boss or Chip's boss or Starsky and Hutch's boss is the one he was closest to, probably.
Yeah. We laughed.
Yeah, we did.
We laughed. It was funny. It wasn't. It was quite easy, wasn't it? It was quite easy going.
It was not taxing.
Yeah, I thought the exact same word. Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about it. You laughed occasionally.
Yeah.
I mean, it passed the 6 laugh test if you ever watched Commode and Mayo, but there was more, rather than absolute guffos, if you were.
And when we started this, it was when we started talking. We said, well, you said
the best jokes 25 years old.
Yeah, and there was only we could count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people in the cinema.
Yeah.
It was on the small screen as well.
Yeah, I thought my TV looked bigger
Yeah,
because we were that far away.
I don't think I've been in that cinema since
was it Star Wars one? We went to see both of them at the same time. Well, we were in.
No, we were in number 3. We were in screen 1, and it was small. But yeah, the biggest laugh was just a simple joke.
Schubert says what?
Yeah. And it was just odd how that worked.
Yeah. It works well when it's done properly.
When it's done properly. Did you get a sense that McCarthy was
doing it for the money?
Well, obviously doing it for the money, but I mean,
I thought she was trying to reinvent Heat. You know what? Heat, sort of the Heat movie when she was playing that part. It's almost the same part she's playing.
Right.
I do think that she's struggling a bit.
I mean ad-libbing. Do you think she was ad-libbing in it?
A little bit when she one or two. But
Maya Rudolph, the woman
who played Bubbles.
Yes, Bubbles.
Yeah, who's also a mate.
She said, well, they're all from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah,
originally.
and Bridesmaids and that sort of thing.
And I got the sense that, like the bit where, what was she saying? She about the banana and all that. I got from your apartment. I got the feeling that it was ad-libbed and stuff like that, and then the undercarriage stuff.
Yeah, she'd done a diaphragm.
Yeah.
Or hymen.
Has she done that before? Has she tried to kick a door in before and failed?
No, it was just.
Did that not happen in Ghostbusters?
Can't remember.
I'm going to have to find out because unless she's going to do it for every single film she's in.
Maybe that's her go-to
that's
line.
her thing, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we'll go into spoilers because you can't really talk about it without spoiling it. So,
how old's the average age limit person going to listen to this?
I don't know, me. 33.
If you're under 18, stop listening now.
Yeah. But saying
even though it's a 15 film.
It's a 15 film, yeah. It's
but just to be safe.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Because like a lot of stuff gets. That's what it's puppets, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of murders.
The murders instead of blood, it's fluff.
It's fluff. There's a lot of murders and they're all quite different ways, aren't they?
Well, there's a couple of shotguns, a couple of machine guns. The best one was they released 3 attack dogs.
3 dogs, and they're not even real dogs. They're like small little things.
That was like a French poodle, a French bulldog, wasn't it? Or something was I brought the gun. I brought the killer's weapon. I've got the murder weapon.
I'm sure Sean Bean died like that in a film once.
Did he?
Being pulled apart by horses or something like that.
Well, there was the Mel Gibson one where he died in Braveheart where he was pulled apart.
Yeah.
Hung, drawn and quartered.
Freedom!
Yeah.
Mel Gibson. Oh, we've talked about twice about him.
I know, he's coming back. Yeah. It's a comeback.
Yeah.
He'll be in Scooby-Doo next week.
Jinkies.
Yeah. 40 years old? I can't believe it. Scooby-Doo's 40 years old this year.
40 years old? Is that it?
40 years old, yeah.
Bloody hell.
I thought it'd be longer than that. I thought it was from the 60s.
I think it is over. No, I think it's more than 40 years. It has to be because
That'd be 78.
I think in the beginning of my article I started writing about the cartoon article.
That's the one I was reading. I thought I read it from there.
Maybe I've got it wrong. Damn it.
I was quoting.
I'm sure it's 60s.
Was it?
I'm sure it is. Maybe late 60s. I don't know. Anyway. The premise is there are murders happening to a group of people who used to work on a TV show.
Which is going to be franchised and set up and go national and make $10 million.
Yeah, and that's going to go to it's going to be shared amongst the remaining cast. Yeah. And if they're married and you're the last cast member who dies, it goes to the spouse. There's one human character played by Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah.
And the rest are just
puppets.
I want to say Muppets, isn't it?
Yeah,
Muppets, isn't it?
But I mean, it's like they've thrown in everything. I mean, it's like they've thrown in the obvious Sharon Stone, what everyone remembers her for.
Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct.
Yeah, the sex scene was more like I was thinking Team America World Police.
Well, that's what I thought. I was going to say.
Yeah.
It's been done better before, hasn't it? In Rudy, This was played for just laughs, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it just... they set it up.
And they set it up.
But
it's like when it fell off the ceiling and landed on his shoulder. I think that bit was ad-lib.
Yeah, that was ad-lib. And then she just started wiping it. Yeah. You got something on your shoulder.
Yeah. Because I was thinking something about Mary because it was the back of her hair as well.
Mary. We get there's a scene where Phil Phillips, the main puppet character, goes to a sex shop.
Yeah. Do you know how I thought he looked like? The Vulture. Mick Fleetwood. It was just the fact he was bald in the top with the ponytail at the back. I thought, as soon as he walked in, I thought, Christ, that's Mick Fleetwood. It's not really, listeners, by the way.
No. But in the background, we see it's an elephant being milked.
No, it's a cow being milked by an
elephant. What am I about? An octopus, a cow and an octopus.
An 8-handed reach around. This is what it was described as. Which I don't think I've ever heard before, an 8-handed reach around.
Yeah. And that basically sets the tone, doesn't it, for it, really. They get as many swear words out as they can.
And they do.
Yeah. Everyone has the F word coming out constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And then the murders kick off from there. And to be honest, I thought it was a pretty straightforward story.
Yeah, it was. A to B, that's why I said it's not A to B.
No, but I thought it was going to be Elizabeth Banks' character, which technically turns out it is, but I thought she was going to... Yeah, she's the puppet. And yeah, well done. Yeah, that was great. Well done. She's the puppet. And then they threw in the flashback of Phillips making a mistake when he was a cop.
He can't really be blamed for it though if it deflects off a wall and kills someone.
Yeah, and I'm sure it didn't go through the guy's ear. I can't.
Is that just like when they say about puppets? It happens to the puppets, the only way it'll do it.
Do you remember what was it? I think it was in Loaded Weapon, where they take the story from Officer Powell in Die Hard, and he's I can't remember. He's like a cross. It's the Officer Powell's story, isn't it, from Die Hard, where he's like, I shot a kid, and I don't want to pick up my gun again. It's kind of like that because he kills. Yeah. He accidentally kills a man.
But he can't. It's not that real because he's always got a gun with him the whole way through.
Yeah.
So it's just the fact is that he made a mistake. He didn't shoot the guy. He missed. He's meant to be the top marksman ever.
Yes.
And yet he misses a shot.
Yeah.
Because he's obviously trying to protect He doesn't want to hit his partner. It's not the fact that he doesn't want to hit a puppet.
Yeah. No. It was. I didn't really understand why they thought he missed on purpose.
I think it's just an excuse.
Yeah.
Because they were saying it's racism, they're using it as an excuse to get rid of him.
Get rid of him. I did enjoy the whole...
He's too blue and his brother... Because I thought he looked as if he'd had his teeth whitened as well, because he's more white teeth. Well, he bleached his face.
His brother was an actor on
a human nose.
Happytime show, Happytime gang. And... He was really up his own ass, wasn't he? Yeah, proper sleaze. He'd bleached his blue fluff.
Yeah,
white. He'd got a nose job, so he just stuck another nose on. He'd blonde. Yeah, he'd got blonde hair.
But he also said his arsehole.
Yeah, his arsehole had been replaced.
Arsehole as well.
Yeah, and then he's the one who gets torn apart by dogs.
Yeah. While his Asian girlfriend is making strawberry daiquiris in the kitchen. There's always noise on somewhere. I think if you're ever in this sort of situation where you suddenly hear music going in the background, look around you because someone's going to try and kill you.
Well, yeah, it was all right. I didn't expect much.
No,
but again, it's always that thing, isn't it, where you don't expect much. You go in and then you realise you're having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we laughed enough to keep it going. I mean, I wasn't falling asleep. I fell asleep in other films. I
noticed that the people in front of us were getting bored because he was constantly on his frigging phone. and I can't stand that in a cinema.
Yeah.
If you're going to pay to go to a cinema, just put your phone in your pocket.
Or just think other people have paid to go to the cinema, so don't fucking annoy them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was just quoting there from Happytime MAaD. I said an F word.
It's all right. It doesn't matter. We're not.
We're adults.
Scared of swearing.
Oh.
Yeah, but
it's not a film I would say you have to go and see.
No, wait for it to
come out on your DVD player. Yeah. It's a very poor James Bond movie.
But yeah, it is a poor James Bond movie.
And I've seen plenty of poor James Bond movies with more laughs.
Yeah, you know what? I'd probably say it's a Die Another Day because you do still have fun with it.
Yeah.
But it is crap.
But you know what's coming, and but again, it's like James Bond. I've said this before. James Bond movies, they get the ideas for the stunts and then build the story between them.
Yeah.
I think here they knew what they wanted to do to each person, each puppet to kill, and then and then just think, well, one's going to be. I mean, torn apart by dogs. I thought that's quite funny. Quite good. But it's been set up by the puppets being scared by the two little ones in the bus stop. Yeah, so the premise had been set up already. I liked the rabbits. I thought the rabbits was hilarious. When the carrot and all that. But
he's got a sex problem.
But I mean, the thing. I mean, it's one of these. It's one of those movies where every laugh has been put in the trailer.
Yes. I thought that.
Every laugh was put in the trailer. And there were some bits in the trailer which wasn't actually in the movie either. So, I mean, it's
was
just...
Which bits?
Well, you have to watch the trailer to see it because it's just...
Can't be asked on
I know. But I enjoyed the trailer immensely. I mean, it's like people just do this to get you in to watch a film.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, these guys deserve an Oscar. Apart from the ones in Batman vs Superman who just ruined the whole bloody movie.
That third trailer in that was... I know, I cried. Well, no, I didn't, but...
Yeah, at the trailer.
I felt like crying.
I cried when I saw the movie, but that was a totally different reason.
Yeah.
We're back to DC bashing again,
yeah.
aren't we?
Well, you brought that up that time, I didn't.
I know, but I like bash them when they're there, don't I? It's just, if I throw the ball up, I'm going to smack it out of the park.
Well, yeah, but it is just what it is. If
I'd say to somebody, I laughed. I have laughed at more. I've laughed at better Muppet half hours. It's nowhere. It's not going to take over from the best Muppet movies ever, or the best Muppet movie ever, as in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Where's the rap? Not the lamp. Where's the lamp? Not the rap. Not the lamp. Not the rap. Which is still my favourite line ever.
Muppet Christmas Carol. Yeah. Oh yeah. And that was him, wasn't it? Because that was just after
Jim Henson
died, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I like the idea that he's setting it up himself.
Yeah, the
Henson alternative.
Yeah, I do. Company. It's the thing is, I don't know if they were too scared to go too far.
Too far, yeah. Because it was quite tame, really.
Yeah, or it was just we'll use the F word this time and that'll be enough. I think they have missed a trick. If they had done it proper. I mean, I'm saying they haven't done it properly. We've seen like a Muppet's pubic hair. I mean, we're saying that it's...
Well, no. But if you look at the end, over the initial credits, there's like a little music video and some outtakes, and in that there's a scene or a shot where one of the puppet women is talking filthy to the other guy, and the whole crew start laughing because I think it was ad-libbed.
Yeah.
But they didn't keep that in the final film, which that would have got a massive laugh.
But I think that it was almost it's like well, I've said this before, it was almost like lazy writing. It's like we'll just throw genitalia in.
Yeah.
Rather than building up a joke, they just penis.
Yes.
Or vagina or It's like even Melissa McCarthy. I mean, she when she's funny, she's really funny.
Yeah, you think she was just coasting?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I might just watch it to what with, but as you said, if she's ad-libbing, she didn't do it enough.
No.
I mean, I think in Heat, her and Witchcombe seemed to ad-lib a lot more the way they were interacting with each other. I mean, maybe it was the puppet itself because maybe she was trying. Because that's why you're saying
it's got to be hard to act across a puppet. Oh, I mean, but what I liked about it as well, that they seem to be there on set
Yeah.
And even in the outtakes, they were still moving the mouth.
Yeah.
When they were talking, and like he turns to a guy in an outtake and says, "Have you got any coke?" and again, it's like,
but that's a double entendre because it could be coke as in sugar,
yeah,
or it could be coke as in you don't.
Yeah, because the main drug in this film is sugar, isn't it? And I like the idea that she's got a puppet liver.
Yeah, and so she's got a habit.
Yeah, she's got
like, tins of Red Bull and loads of sweets and all that everywhere.
Oh, that made me laugh.
And maple syrup. They don't drink whiskey, they drink maple syrup. That's what was all in the kitchen.
Maple syrup in the fridge.
But yeah, I mean, the outtakes, I love outtakes anyway, but I mean, that was a funny bit. But
as well, I like how it's being done. Like, everyone's wearing green suits. And they're all
walking through the street sort of thing.
They're walking, you see the puppets walking, and then when you pull back, and these people are lying on little trolleys.
Yeah,
and moving the hands up and down. It's really, really quite fascinating how it's all done. There was one thing I found was funny when they went to find the two married cousins.
Yeah,
and there's some screaming coming from a room, and she goes into the room and there's two puppets, one with 3 eyes and one with 1 eye, and they're just staring at her like, ah.
Yeah, all they do is by chicken squawking.
Yeah. And she leaves the room saying, "That's why you don't dip in your own deep gene pool."
See, I liked the bit just after that when they were trying to whisper to each other, and it was like Chinese whispers coming back to each other.
Yeah, it was like really...
Chili porn!
What was chili porn? The simpler stuff seemed to get more laughs than the whole, like, milk flying everywhere or silly string. Going all over the door and the room.
In the ceiling.
Do you think if they'd have just pulled it back a little bit, it might have worked better?
When I stuck out.
That's bad, isn't it? Yeah. I stick my foot in it all the time. Yeah, so...
Welcome to Circumcision Weekly. Next week, Woody Allen. Jeff Goldblum.
Jesus Christ. If they had pulled back the humour a little bit, maybe it would have worked better. Maybe if they'd have decided to either go
super gross,
yeah. So like get an 18. Mm-hmm. Could you get an 18 with a puppet film? Because it's implying stuff, and you get puppet pubes, and just a lot of F words and all that stuff. But you can't.
But I mean, they had loads of swearing in like Deadpool. I mean, how they had to push it that little bit further.
But Deadpool,
but there was no blood in this, was there? That's
Deadpool,
the thing.
Yeah, well, it's fluff in it. Yeah. But Deadpool wasn't an 18 here, was it? I thought it was a 15.
I thought it was an 18 here.
I'm not too sure. I think it was an R-rated film in America, but here I think it was a 15. I'll look because I just think that if they could have made it like a 12, and all that stuff could have still been in it.
Yeah, they could just maybe tone back on the F words. I don't think they could have had the two main jokes, which was the octopus and the cow, and the silly string. And could they really have done the purple pubes?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look at ratings and stuff.
I think we're going to have to look at purple pubes for a minute there.
Oh God! You know, there was the FBI guy in it when he was interviewing the main bad guy. And the others were in the room watching. Mm-hmm. When the thing was coming down, I was expecting him to come out with like a little bit of like purple on him, because it just seemed like it was going that way, because she was like an nymphomaniac, or she was pretending to be like that, and but I was wrong, and maybe that's what I mean. Maybe if they'd have pushed it a little bit harder.
You're doing it again?
I am doing it. How do you talk without slipping up?
You shouldn't have watched so many bloody Dick Emery promos in the bloody 70s. You're not old enough?
I'm old enough!
Everything's double entendre. You read too much Viz, Roger Melly, Man in the Town.
Yeah.
I mean, It's what I expected. I wasn't hopeful. Ant-Man and the Wasp, million times better.
Oh God!
But again, what we've got to realise is, well, if we're doing this every week, we have to push our own boundaries. We have to watch films.
Yeah, we've got to see
it's
stuff.
It's not just about.
I wouldn't mind coming to do the King Lear thing with
King Lear. I really do.
Ian
fancy.
McKellen. And then this podcast goes beyond movies.
Does it? Christ. I'd have to read King Lear again because it's been. I mean, you've got to remember I'm much older than you, and I haven't read King Lear since I was probably 16, 17.
I've never read it.
What'll be a surprise for you? What happens then?
You will.
There's been a murder, full enough.
There's always a bloody murder. Anyway, yeah, I think, bad James Bond movie.
Yeah. I'd say yes. I laughed. Yes, it was a night out.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say you have to see this film.
No,
as I'd say
I wouldn't even wait for it to be on the DVD player.
No,
I'd probably wait for it to be on telly.
I mean, it's like have you ever seen the film Chips?
I haven't. I haven't wanted to. There's Michael Pena in it.
Yeah, it is so bad it's good. Right, it is so bad. I recommend it, right?
Yeah.
It is so stupid.
Right, okay.
Right? And I would say it's 10 times better than that.
Right.
And the jokes and it's such a stupid movie, Chips. Yeah. But yeah, I mean I people that I have the same sort of conversation I have with you know, a proper geek movie, you know, people who understand what they're talking about.
You talk to other people.
Yeah. So I can tell you and make it sound as if it's my own, and then I just go, let's see, watch Chips, and they just go, and it just blows them away.
Do you reckon that this, because like the,
don't tell me it's going to be a Jim Henson alternative world universe? They have to have like monsters or something.
Well, the fact that he set up Henson alternative. That suggests that he's going to be making more.
They've spent 40 million on this, right? This is the production values. They only made about 10 million in the first weekend. It's dying without a trace.
Yeah. Well, what's it up against?
Well, it was
the Meg.
No, it's Crazy Rich Asians, which is still taking everything.
Yeah.
It looks brilliant, and I think the other one this week, the Meg's still at number 3.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's already gone below it, and the second one was that Catch 22 Mile.
Yeah.
That only came about 3rd or 4th as well. It only took about 12 million last week in America for the weekend. I'm talking about.
Well, tonight it was a toss up between. There were 15 minutes in between them both.
Yeah.
It was either the Meg or Happytime Murders, and the Meg's been out for a while. Happytime Murders came out this week here. Yeah. So I just thought,
you might be up to date for a change.
Yeah, we're up to date. Yeah, like how far back was we had World Cup? Ant-Man and the Wasp. World Cup was pushed it back.
It was 29th of June. It was my birthday. Actually, meant to come out. Ant-Man and the Wasp
was meant to come out.
Meant to come out, and they put Woodcock up. To that they moved Patrick the Pug. Disney, that's what they put in to move up in UK. They put Patrick the Pug on the 29th of June, and they moved that Man the Wasp back.
I wonder if that's why it's. How's it doing worldwide, Ant-Man and the Wasp?
It's 400 odd million
worldwide.
It was up just about shy of the 200 million last time.
Do you reckon that's why? Because of the World Cup pushing stuff back?
Possibly. But America's become really likes football now. I mean, they're getting 70,000, 80,000 people going to places to watch football matches, and they're not even decent standard. So I mean, it's but yeah, I mean, I do think Disney. I think it's got a good place as the throwaway first movie after everyone's been blown away by that.
Yeah. Oh well. How do you think this one stands up against like stuff like? Team America World Police with puppets.
No, Team America World Police, for want of a better word, pisses all over that.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it's like jeldy. I mean that the way they talk. So I can speak Arabic, and it's just, I mean
Dhaka, Muhammad Jihad.
Yeah, it's just so over the top. The sex scene in that as well is just over the top. And
the vomit scene.
I was thinking more of a. Would you call the guy out of Jason Bourne?
Hawkeye.
No. Would you call him? What you call him? Would you call him his best mate? Ben Affleck's best mate.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Damon.
I mean, he actually went on, and I remember he went on again, Commode and Mail, and the first thing he said was, Matt Damon! And that was it. I was like bowing to the guy. I was like, oh, Christ.
Well, if you can't laugh at yourself, what's the point?
No.
Yeah.
At least he doesn't have the alcohol problem.
Well,
I mean, if I'd played Batman that bad, I'd have an alcohol problem.
He didn't play him bad. He was good.
Okay,
he was
just
good.
Just scripting.
Well, potentially. If that's what... I'm not arguing.
No.
Shall we move on?
We've been spoilt by the Nolan ones. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I think that the Nolan ones are still affecting stuff now, like with the whole Titans TV show. Why has everything got to be that dark? Why has it got to be so real?
That's
Marvel have proved that you don't have to have that.
But I did want... Well, they're trying to do it with Shazam, aren't they? That looks like they've got
the
idea.
Yeah, they're thinking outside the box now.
But, I mean, Teen Titan Goes to the Movies. Have you seen the trailer for that? The cartoon?
I want to take the boys to it. Because they like the show.
Well, I loved it.
I don't mind the show. Yeah. I don't mind the show. It's quite... There's some episodes that are quite...
risky.
Quite funny. Quite intelligent when you look at it. And they do... There's a lot of, like... I think there's a lot of backlash for... Because, like, the older shows, which were more... For the older audience, and had a storyline and stuff.
I mean, it's like Batman versus Harley Quinn, when like her and Nightshade are having sex, or Robin are having sex, and the Yahtzee word comes out again, like it does in Suicide Squad. Oh, sorry, in Arkham Asylum, isn't it?
Assault on Arkham.
Assault on Arkham, and the word Yahtzee's never been the same to me again. But it's they seem to be. It's like more Harley Quinn, more bras, more sex. In the older cartoons. But I mean, I loved Young Justice. I thought Young Justice was brilliant.
Yeah, that was good. It was like the
younger Justice League, like with Superboy and.
Well, you get the glimpse of the older. I think it done Batman the one who gives them the missions. Yeah,
he comes like a. Yeah. But, I mean, Batman is. What of a better word? Is he the brains, would you say? The conscience of the Justice League? Superman's the big gun.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's I'd say Martian Man's more the heart and the empathy sort of thing. Aquaman's the butt. And
poor Aquaman. He'll prove himself in December.
I hope he does.
I do.
Because, I mean, DC's got to have a win. I mean, Wonder Woman has been so good.
Yeah.
But it's like she's not strong enough to hold up the whole DC universe herself.
Well, she prolonged it to get past Justice League.
She's still the best part of Justice League as well.
And I think the sequel will be good.
1984.
Well, I'm still hashtag make Man of Steel 2. I made that hashtag.
Yeah, well, send it out.
It needs to spread.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's. So that's Happytime Murders and a little bit of DC stuff again. Are you? I've been catching up with season 13 of Supernatural.
I'm up to, because there's another one on tonight. The one I did last week was they've just got Gabriel. I don't know who got up to that bit yet.
Yes. Dean's just gone to the other side.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, I'm past that one, but they've got Gabriel and they've talked Gabriel back into being a proper actor.
Past me.
Yeah, and but he's disappeared again.
No spoilers.
He dies.
Oh, come again?
No, I just said that. I mean, he does it every week.
It's it was funny because Gabriel or the Trickster went out in season 5.
Yeah.
And then he was glimpsed. Do you remember the episode where they go into the real world and they have to pretend to be Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki? And I think an angel comes through and starts shooting at them on set. And the actor who plays Gabriel dodges a bullet in the episode, right? And from then I was like, he's still alive! And he was! He is! So I'm quite happy about that. And I really enjoy Supernatural. I think it's...
Well, you enjoy it because your missus likes it.
She fancies Jensen Ackles a lot. And I think the only reason she'd ever go to San Diego Comic-Con is to meet...
She would go to any Comic-Con to meet him.
To meet him, yeah, any Comic-Con.
I've got a friend who lives in Swansea. She went and met both of them and got a
Well,
cuddle
you know
with
what?
both of
I
them.
got told
In
off
London.
when she realised that they were in Birmingham for the weekend. Because I should have known, it turns out.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you should have told me.
I didn't want to spoil your marriage. I thought you were quite happy. She ran off.
But Supernatural, I think it's come so far.
They've still signed for next series as well, haven't they?
Love it. It's going to be a short series, though.
It'll have to be. They're all about 85 now.
Well, no, they said it's to spend more time with the family, so they're dropping it down to like 22 or 21 episodes.
Oh,
Or
so
20 episodes.
Well, I hope 20, 24. They're doing about 26 a year anyway, don't they?
Something
It's
like
almost
that.
different.
Yeah. But there was an episode where what I like about it actually evolves.
Yeah, and it doesn't take itself seriously.
No, other than them getting smacked around the head and knocked out all the time, and sometimes he's shouting at the TV saying, "No, you know that's wrong. Stop doing that." Yeah, and then they're knocked out. But in an episode the other day, it was like a noir episode that we watched. They both got handcuffed to a radiator, but Sam had keys for cuffs, and I thought, right. In the early series, they would have had to have like broken the radiator to get out of that, or used a gun.
No,
But they've evolved so much that they have everything.
Thought about it.
Yeah, they've thought about every eventuality, and it's good writing.
I mean, I think the only problem we've got with Supernatural is Lucifer was the best baddie. I personally,
he was, yeah.
and he's still good. But then you go, where'd you go from there? Oh, we'll go to God. Where'd you go after that?
I mean,
you can't. This is the problem. They're now struggling to find who the big baddie is. I mean, the darkness, because it's the opposite of God and light.
Yeah.
Was, I mean, where'd you go after that? I mean, they just seem to be searching for a big baddie.
Well, so it's always going to either be an alien, an angel,
That's
or
next.
something. That could be next. But the episode that we watched last night was a being from another dimension. It was like a tentacle being. And kind of like Cthulhu or something like that. So why they could go into that? They've already had H.P. Lovecraft within the series.
Yeah, like you've got like the Godzilla one as well. Like earlier on, the one because she came in. Remember, she killed herself so she could cross the plane. So I mean, you've got her, and she's obviously still going to be trying to bring that monster through, isn't she? Because she still serves that monster.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of.
And the other one was the one which brought Castiel back to life. That's another dimensional being.
What are they called?
We didn't say what his name was.
Leviathan. Oh yes. That was. I think they're setting that up, aren't they? Because
so
he was like, "You need to sleep."
Yeah.
And the only way I can go back to sleep is if I send you back. So.
But cosmic beings meant to be equivalent.
Now I like it. If they're going to go into that, that's going to be mental. But I like the whole story, the other world as well, where because the mother didn't make the deal, Sam and Dean weren't born, so the whole world's shit. And it's so good.
But Bobby's still alive.
Yeah, Bobby's still alive.
Yeah. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write this thing called Supernatural, and what I'll do is I'll put a character in it called Bobby Singer. What's my name? I'm the writer. Oh, yeah, my name's Bobby Singer.
Yeah. No, there's a load of them, though. I think the guy who... What was God's name? His human name?
I can't remember.
Because
it was the what do you call it? The
writer,
Oracle, wasn't he? Yeah.
But his name is in one of the producers as well.
Yeah.
They're all
getting their own names.
They're all getting names in, yeah.
They get 10 quid for it. They get 10 quid for it.
Oh, it's good. Are you watching out?
I'm still watching Gotham. I'm still watching it.
Are you watching Gotham?
Yeah, still.
I've seen a couple of episodes recently, like the Professor Pig.
That was some of the best ones, the Professor Pig ones. I mean, I'm up to right at the end of the season. I mean, we've gone through the daughter coming. They're setting up the twin Joker now. He's just been gassed.
Oh, was he, right?
2 weeks ago. So he's going to become the new proper Joker sort of
What
thing.
do you think about that then? Killing
the
off.
guy, I think the guy himself is playing the part is superb.
Yeah,
it's superb. But I mean, there's so many twists and turns. I mean, it's they're almost looking for the next twist. I can see why they're ending the series.
Next series. He's going to have a moustache next series. Yeah, which is great. But they're not allowed to. I don't think they're allowed to call him the Joker.
Yeah, but I still think when's he going to marry Barbara?
There was another Barbara.
I know, but the fact
been
was
introduced, isn't there?
No,
a cop. Because I noticed it the other day when
I didn't see another Barbara cop.
No, there was. It was a cop who he saved from Professor Pig. I think she got shot or was taken hostage, and it was in the bit where they're eating the human pies, and she is the cop who was kidnapped, and she's called Barbara. I'm pretty sure. I
can't remember seeing her any further, unless it's the detective it's myself, but I didn't think her name was Barbara.
Nah, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm still trying to read.
Yeah.
I started Voyager again.
Well, the series.
Yeah. From the first
From the first.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying it, and I'm going because I went through Enterprise and I thought, do you know what? I'll try another one because I was. I tried to get because I told you the Star Trek things were over the weekend. Yeah, and I was just remembering that I hadn't seen Star Trek 5 for a long time. Yeah, the one because we talked about it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What does God need with a starship?
Yeah, I just wanted to watch it again because I know it's bad. No, it was Nemesis as well. Nemesis, I wanted to watch because of the son. You know, the guy who's playing it, his first real big part.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, and but Netflix was saying £5, so I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, for the film that I've got it on DVD, I'll bring it around.
Well, I can get it on my DVD.
Oh, your DVD player? I've actually got it on a DVD.
Yeah.
For the film that destroyed the film franchise, I didn't think it was that bad.
I think it was Data more than else that killed the franchise in that one.
Data. Why?
I just
kill Data, kill the franchise.
Just please kill Data by the end of that movie. That's what I was thinking.
Well,
I mean, how human do you want to be, for Christ's sake?
Yeah.
And it's just Brent Spinner. Is it Brent Spinner? Yeah. I was just getting. I don't want to get old. You're looking about 90 years old.
Yeah,
you started with.
Yeah. He don't want to do many more because he doesn't look like an android anymore. But that paycheck is nice.
Yeah, but it was like the what do you call it, the one. Was it not Count It Far, but the one at the end when they did the 3 and he had that badger streak sort of thing through his hair.
Yeah.
I mean, that worked, but I mean...
Best of both worlds, is it?
I
love that episode. The double episode. It's great. But that's where they went wrong with Generations, because Generations was like an ending for the TNG crew, like destroying the ship and all that, but they already had a massive send-off with those episodes.
Which I thought were better.
Which were better, but they had to shoehorn Kirk in. Which is understandable, because they have to... They were making a film... Handover, but... You know,
I mean, I thought he was actually not bad in it.
No,
I thought he was pretty good. I mean, he was just he did it for laughs. Which I mean, he'd gone. I mean, I think watching the later movies, the first one was too serious. Wrath of Khan, still the best. But then from there, like 3, 4, he got the laughs.
Yeah.
And we had. You weren't going to beat Spock dying as a crisis point.
Yeah, that's why that film worked so much.
And it was. You saw the friendship, you saw everything in that, the bromance.
But I like 6.
Oh,
Undiscovered Country.
Oh, so do I.
I think it's amazing.
And it's like, let loose the dogs of war.
Yeah.
Cry havoc.
But even the stuff on the prison planet.
Yeah.
With Bones and Kirk. It's just really good.
He kicked him in the knee. That's not everyone's got the genitals in the same place.
Oh, when I watched that, I didn't know.
But it was the best one as well, because he kissed the girl a man, and it was at the first. It was again. He kept going. I can get away with. I can kiss any woman, because that was the whole first 3 seasons. And then it turned out he looked like that, and he went, "Get in."
But as well, but they throw the joke in where she turns into him, and it must have been a lifelong ambition. He's perfect, because it's kind of like a shot at Shatner, isn't it? You bang it.
But it's like, have you seen Fanboys? You must have seen Fanboys.
I can get it anyway.
Yeah, it's that scene. I can shoot it. I can do it. And then Shatner's going, I can get that. And then they ask him, "Were you talking to Shatner?" No, we haven't seen Shatner. No, he's just, he's the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, loved it. Loved that movie.
Aye.
I ruined my daughter watching that movie. She loved it. She absolutely, Emily, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely loves it.
Oh dear.
And like the van goes through it, and it just looks like Darth Vader's face going through it. It's just little things like that.
Yeah.
But then again, it was Star Wars 1, so the poor guy wish he hadn't seen it.
I bet he did, yeah. God.
But that's my
good story though.
It's like the Big Bang Theory. Again, we'll talk about that when Will Wheaton goes to the opening night of the Star Wars dressed as Spock. And you're just like, oh, I'm betting for the whole team.
That's coming to an end, isn't it?
Yeah, new last season next year. I think it's money more than anything else, isn't it?
Yeah.
£1 million an episode they'll get or something.
It gets too big, doesn't it?
I mean, where did it go as well? I mean, I think they've finally realised. I mean, the only person that's not got a bloody family now is Guthrie Polly. I mean, I'm sure Sheldon will have a kid by next year.
Probably. I remember them in early series. They had an interview and like, oh, I don't want to be here when they bring kids into it because that's not what it's about. But they're getting close.
Yeah. So. No, it's like if you ever remember the first ever episode, they go on about the fact that Sheldon masturbates.
Oh yeah. And then
I'm going, oof.
There's a slight retcon, isn't there?
Yeah, you go, oops, no, we don't want that sort of comedy coming out because he's not supposed to that spot of character.
Oh well.
Anyway, how did we get away from Happytime murders? We don't even talk about.
No. We talk about other things we've been watching and stuff. So
what have you been watching?
Just Supernatural at the moment.
Supernatural. Yeah.
What did we start? We started something else, but
no. See, there's a film on last night. The 2 films last 2 nights. I want you to watch called Train to Busan and Soul Station. Right. Train to Busan is one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen. Right. They're on a train.
Are they making a sequel to that?
No, they made a prequel, which is the Soul Station, which is a cartoon version of it.
Okay.
And basically, the zombies are coming through the train to you. And it's different.
Well,
as I said, Patient Zero with zombies. Remember, I'm the one that doesn't like horror movies.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a big chicken. Always a big chicken.
Oh well, should we call it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm the Ultimate Movie Geek, and you're Craig.
Yes. Still.
Stick of the dump.
Yeah. He died last week. He died a couple of weeks back.
Did he?
The author of Stick of the Dump. Meant to tell you. Yeah, the author died about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. I think I put on one of the thumbnails. Stick of the dump.
It's the hair.
You can find me on Facebook. I just don't know where to go. Facebook, Instagram, WordPress. Anywhere else? I don't know.
The website?
The website, yeah. I write articles for worldgeeklynews.com.
And I've seen you on. I've seen your name and headlights.
Yeah.
So I clicked it on and saw all you talked about there.
Well, there should be another.
The one you did today.
No, I haven't done one today actually. There's another article coming out about podcasts soon. I'm not too sure when that's coming out, so keep a weather eye. You can find us on there and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, because these get posted there. We're on iTunes and SoundCloud and all the podcast aggregators. I can't remember which one I use. I'm not too sure. Yeah, so if you want to contact the podcast, email MAaD, MAaD, moviepod @gmail.com. I shouldn't have put the 2 A's in there. It's too hard, isn't it? MAaD, moviepod @gmail.com. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Tell us what we should
have said was bad James Bond movie. That's what if you'd done that as the email address, it'd be easy for you to write.
Maybe we should. Bad James Bond movie. Yeah, I'll
link it in.
It. Yeah, I've got 2 emails. I can't.
The introduction takes longer than the bloody.
It does. The outro. It's going on forever. You know, I might write it down and get you to read it.
No, not unless there's a microphone in my hand.
All right. Well, I will get microphones because what I want to do as well. Some of these guys on the website, we might get them in. Get them in because they're all around the country, and we could have like a. I'm not going to say a 3-way talk.
You have to lower the tone.
I know, it's not my fault.
Every single time. I'm going to tell your missus how rude you are on these things.
It's all accidental. I promise.
Yeah, that's what she said. How many kids? 3.
All right. So,
by the way, it's been fixed.
What? Thanks. That came out in the early episodes. What are we seeing next week?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I think Predator. The Predator isn't that
Predator?
out soon? I want to have a look, but it means going on my phone and making noise. But we will see. Oh, someone's posted. And why is it not opening? Right. Oh, too much stuff going on.
I thought you your other phone for this.
Oh no, not this. Where did it go? Right. So what's the date? Yeah, it's the Predator, 12th September. So it might have to be...
Is that not 2 weeks?
That's 2 weeks. So next week will have to be a topic. So get thinking.
Right.
And I'll get thinking. And we'll decide whose is best.
Mm-hmm. We could do DC cartoons.
I'll have to watch a lot
then
of
you have to watch them!
Right, alright.
And you've got Superman ones that are pretty good.
Alright, because I have seen a couple. What's the one where he gets... Dies by the
death of Superman?
No. He gets, poisoned by the sun. All-Star Superman. That one. He goes to save a space shuttle that's near the sun, but he takes in too much radiation from the sun, and he knows he's dying, and then he does die at the end of it. It's quite a good film. But the one thing I don't like about some of the animation in those films is how big they make him look.
Yeah.
And
but I mean, is that one of those ones see, there's Justice League, and then there's the Justice League, and then there's the other one in America, which is almost like a 50s, 60s style one.
Yeah.
That you're talking about.
Possibly, I'd have to have a look, but yeah, I'll if you send me,
I'll send you a list of the decent
list of ones to watch, and then we can discuss them, and we'll do
Why don't
that
you just
next
do the
week.
Justice League ones?
Do Justice League ones.
Just do Justice League ones, like Crisis on Planet Earth, War. There's about 5 of them.
Right.
So, I mean,
all right, I'll look into it. I might do Salt and Arkham as well.
Yeah, please do, because it's the best one.
All right, well, we shall see you.
Anon.